Once upon a time, in a faraway land, there lived a little boy called Steve. He always wanted to go on his own adventure, so one day he did. He went with his 5 favourite friends: Action Man, Metal Girl, Wolfman, Indian Lady, and 4. Steve hadn't had any time to think about it, so he said to his friends, "Can I please go and sit down?" They both said, "Okay." He had time to think on his diamond ore and said, "It'll be fun as." But the other side of him would say, "What about my mother? Is she going to run the farm and be okay?" So Steve immediately thought, "She'll be fine." They built a pirate ship and then set sail for a brand new land. They found Evil Oath's castle and went to go and destroy all their men. But it wasn't what they were expecting. They found several zombies, so they had to kill them. It was a gruesome fight, but they won. On their way out, they found themselves locked in a trap of emerald green stones. This was their worst nightmare. If they ever touched the green floor that was shimmering, they'd be toast. They got caught and had to go on a train bound for New York City. So they went on the train, went through jungle terrain, and they really hated their trip. All of Steve's friends looked at him and said, "This is all your fault, Steve." But Steve said, "No, it wasn't my fault. You wanted to just blah blah blah," said Indian woman. "I'm never ever trusting you ever again." So by the time that they served their 3 years, Steve wasn't in his cell. They said, "Where did he go?" He only served a day for telling the truth about them. They had to stay in prison for the rest of their life. Steve looked around and said, "Shame." Anyway, Steve went to a faraway land and he met Finn and Jake off Adventure Time. He said, "Can I live with you guys and have a real adventure? This time a proper one, without getting sent to jail." Finn and Jake said, "Sure." The first adventure that they had was a house that got burnt down by an evil creeper. Anyway, Finn and Jake, and this time Steve, he was on the roof fighting the evil creeper, and he put out the fire. He was rewarded and went straight to the king's castle. And the king said, This medal's for you. This is what you deserve for saving the lives of 10 innocent people." He said, "This was the creeper that you destroyed, the most powerfulest creeper in the whole world." Steve was so pleased. He said, "I did it all by myself." The king got out of his medal drawer a medal that said hero on it. He gave it to Steve, and Steve then thanked the king, of course. The king said, "I can never ever thank you so much for what you did today." And Finn and Jake looked at him and said, "Good on you, Steve, you deserved it." The end.